Hello and welcome to my video all about how to make spring coil stitches. These 3D coils add a great texture to any knitting project, whether that's a scarf or a blanket. If you know how to knit and you know how to purl, then you're ready to have a go at this stitch, because those are the basic techniques you really need to know. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is cast on a multiple of 4 stitches. In my example, I cast on 24 stitches and I started with 4 rows of knit stitches. This was simply to just start off my project and give me a little bit of a border. The actual pattern begins as follows. The very first row is just a row of knit stitches. So that's one knit row, and that represents the right side of the knitting. Row number 2 is just a row of purl stitches. So that's one purl row. And row 3 is another row of knit stitches. You'll recognise these alternating knit and purl rows as stockinette stitch. Okay, so now we're on to row 4, where things get a little bit more interesting. We first need to purl 1 stitch, so make sure the yarn is at the front of the needles, and then purl 1. The next stitch is the spring stitch, and this is where you're going to add in one of those springy coils. So to do this, make sure the yarn is behind the needles, so take it in between the needles to the back to begin. You then take the right hand needle up through the top stitch, as if you were going to knit it. But instead of completing a knit stitch, you just keep those needles crossed, like shown here. You need to make sure that there's enough of the 2 needle points exposed to accommodate the spring coil, because what you're going to do is wrap the yarn around those points 10 times, and you need to make sure there's enough needle to hold that yarn. You won't need any more needle exposed than what I have here. You wrap it all the way around both points. You do this 10 times in an anti-clockwise direction. So you wrap the yarn 10 times all the way around those 2 points. And the yarn will build further and further up those needles. Once you've done that, take the working yarn and wrap it around the right hand needle point as you normally would when doing a knit stitch. So now you've got the working yarn going between those needles. You now need to basically complete the stitch as if it were a normal knit stitch. So you want to use the right hand needle point to drag that working yarn down through the whole coil of yarn and to the front of the needles. So you'll want to move the right hand needle a bit more than you normally would to manipulate that working yarn through that coil of yarn. Once you've done that, you can complete the stitch as you normally would, by simply pushing it off the top of the left hand needle. When I was learning how to do a spring coil, this was the difficult bit because I automatically wanted to pull on the working yarn, but you must not do that, otherwise it will ruin the stitch. So the next thing to do is loosely hold the coil of yarn and straighten it out by pulling it along the working yarn to the right hand side, like so. All you're trying to do is straighten that coil out. And once you've done that, then you take hold of the working yarn and pull it to the right hand side. This step forms the new, neater coil, as you can see, and the more you pull on the working yarn, the tighter that coil gets. Now you can choose to have a tighter or looser coil, but the important thing is that you're consistent throughout. So every time you do this spring, you need to make sure that that spring is as tight or as loose as every other one of the spring stitches. Otherwise it's just going to look a bit messy. Okay, so that's the spring stitch completed. And now we just do a knit stitch. And then we bring the yarn to the front of the needles to do 2 purl stitches. And that completes the repeating section. So the repeating section of row 4 is a spring stitch, a knit 1, and then 2 purl stitches. So now we're going to do a spring stitch again. So the yarn goes to the back behind the needles, and then you begin like you would begin a normal knit stitch. You then wrap the yarn 10 times anti-clockwise around the exposed needle points. Then you wrap the yarn around the right hand needle point as you normally would with a knit stitch, and then use the right hand needle to pull that working yarn down through the coil and out to the front of the needles, and then you complete that knit stitch. You then loosely hold that coil of yarn and straighten it out to the right hand side so that it lies alongside your working yarn. Once you've done that, you pull on the working yarn to reform the coil, and you want to make it as tight as the previous spring stitch. You can only really do this by judging it by eye and just by practicing. And then you do a knit stitch. And then you bring the yarn to the front and do 2 purl stitches. And you keep repeating those 4 stitches, so the spring stitch, a knit 1 and 2 purl stitches, over and over until you only have 3 stitches remaining. Then, when you've only got 3 stitches remaining, you do a spring stitch. So again, start a knit stitch, wrap the yarn 10 times, take the yarn through the coil, and complete the stitch. Straighten out the coil, and then pull on the working yarn to reform the coil. Then knit 1, and finally purl 1. And that's row number 4. For row number 5, you simply do a knit row. So that's 1 row of knit stitches. And the final row is row number 6, which we begin with 3 purl stitches. And then we begin the repeating section of the row, which begins with a spring stitch. So you start a knit stitch, wrap the yarn, pull the working yarn through, straighten out the coil, and pull on the working yarn. Then you do a knit 1, and then the yarn comes to the front for 2 purl stitches. And that's the repeating section for this row, which you'll recognise as the same repeating section as row number 4. You then simply repeat those 4 stitches over and over until you only have 5 stitches remaining. And then when you only have 5 stitches remaining, you do a spring stitch, then a knit stitch, and finally the yarn comes to the front for 3 purl stitches. And that is the end of the pattern for spring coils. You simply repeat those 6 rows until you've completed your knitting project. I really hope you found this stitch fun to do, and thank you very much for watching.